46-й урок по Java.
Welcome to the 46th tutorial, and in this lesson we're going to be working in the main chat window. The chat window where everything gets displayed, all your little prompts that says closing connections, waiting for connection, and also when you're having a conversation, this is where all of your messages are going to appear, such as client, hey Bucky, what's up? Server, not much. You? Client, not much, just going to the movies later, wanna come? Server, sure. What time? And it says, stupid stuff like that. So pretty much the entire history of your conversation is going to appear in this chat window area. So the way that we code this is a little bit different than you may think. So I'm just going to make a method right now that updates chat window. And guys, like I said, the chat window is the main area that you can view everything. And of course, this is called show message. So private show message looks pretty good. And final trim text is what we want to add in there. Alright, so whatever we pass in here is basically going to be treated as a string, and it's going to of course appear in our chat window. I guess is the easiest way I can explain it. So I want to mention this. Usually whenever you build a GUI, what you want to happen is you build everything and say, okay, this is their GUI. This is what they got. So whenever we built this first, we said, let's see, we gave them, a text area that they can type stuff into the screen. And we also gave them a chat window that, everything gets displayed in. And we also gave them a title bar because, we are that nice. But what we want to do now is we want to say, okay, that we just built that, GUI. Well, actually, we want to change something in it. We want to change the text that appears in the chat window. So instead of having to build our entire GUI again and show it to them, show the brand new GUI, what we can do is we can actually update parts of the GUI instead. So the only thing we want to update is the chat window because that's the only thing that's going to change. So in order to update a part of your GUI, what we need to do is we actually need to use swing utilities class, and there's a method called invoke later. Now what this does is it basically allows you to create a thread. Let me go ahead and make sure everything is there we go. What this does is it allows this method to say, okay, I'm gonna set aside a thread that's gonna update the GUI. So now anytime you want to change the GUI, you don't have to close it out and create a entirely new GUI. You can just have a thread that updates parts of the GUI. So why am I saying you want to update the GUI? Well, you want to update the part where you want to update the text inside the chat window. So this is how you do that. So again, we need, since this, sets aside a thread, we need a thread, new, runnable, and the method that gets called is public void run. Alright, so basically what we did now is we created a thread, and whenever we want to update the GUI, then this is the method that gets called, which is run. So what do we want to update? Well, the only thing that we want to do is we want to add a new line of text at the bottom of the chat window. So chat window, go ahead and call the method append, which pretty much means add something on. What do we want to add on? Well, whatever string we passed it in, which we named text. And that's all. What this does is, this one line of code, is it adds a message to the end of the document, and then once that message is appended to the end of the document, it updates chat window.
Теперь смотрите, да, как замудренно все в Java сделано. Чтобы просто append window сделать, да, нам надо было вызвать swing utilities invoke later для изменения